What's going on YouTube? It's your boy RDSV17. I don't know how it sounds. We're gonna see. I might have to get a microphone. Pardon the noise. So I'm gonna explain to y'all kind of the basics of how I became owner operator. You know what I'm saying? What my setup is, what my route is, and I guess just kind of how everything worked out for me. It's 10,000 different ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing my knowledge for an inexperienced person. If you want an in-depth analysis from somebody who did it that can pinpoint everything, go somewhere else. Or if you want more information, like personal information or exactly some of the exact steps I took, then feel free to direct message me here on my Instagram, and then we'll go from there.
I need a moment to feel good. I need a moment to live good. I need a moment to ease my mind. Seen it all and I live through it. Going hard for a better life. Till the struggle over, we gon' sacrifice. Taking chances each and every night. Cause niggas gotta play his cards right. I need a moment to feel good.
Alright, so we're gonna start it all off. I was in the military for 6 years. I already expressed that. Halfway through, I started looking for something else. 4 or 5 deployments. Last one being to Afghanistan. I said, yeah, it's time for me to do something else. I loved it, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but I just wanted to be home a little bit more, and I wanted my family to be financially stable. So I decided, you know, get out, and I wanted to come work for myself and do a little bit more. So hit up my mentor, me and him talking, playing video games. He's telling me, hey, yo, you can go into truck driving. Now, there are multiple ways to become an owner operator. If you have capital, meaning a lot of money, or people that believe in you and invest in you, you can buy a truck and get your own authority from the gate and be your boss from the jump. That's like a $100,000 route, minimum $60,000 startup route. There may be some cheaper ways, but you're gonna spend about $50,000-$60,000 if you want to go that way. So there's an option. You're making about the same money I'm making, but that's an option if you want to be you from the jump. Another route you can take is to acquire a CDL, and I already did that, but you acquire a CDL, you drive for the required amount of time for any carrier that you want to go to. The way I would look at a carrier, just to dumb it down in layman's terms for somebody like me, a carrier is like Lyft, it's like Uber, it's like DoorDash, Grubhub, whatever you want to consider it. You have to have a license and have X amount of time on your license before they'll allow you to come drive for them. So we'll put all this together. So CDL, normal driver's license. Of course you need the CDL is more, but you need your CDL. So you get your CDL and then you put in X amount of time. Most carriers require you 2 to 3 years minimum with a clean driving record. There are some that'll take you before that, but you have to know people, or you have to have a good resume or a good work ethic, or you have to have somebody to vouch for you. This goes back to the previous video where I say make yourself palatable, make yourself enticing, make yourself trustworthy, at least as much as you can, appearance on paper and everything. So the route that I took was the November before the pandemic. I established the LLC. My wife did it for me, appreciate you. I established an LLC, registered with the state of Kansas, got the EIN number, did all of that, got everything situated, and just left it sitting there. Just to be sitting in good standing with the state of Kansas, even though I was not generating any revenue or did not have any money. Go ahead and have that sitting there, all my documents, all my paperwork ready. That way that part is done. During the pandemic, I went through, got my CDL during the pandemic, and it sucked because the DMVs was closed. I already made a video about that. Cool. After that, I went to the first thing smoking, which was whatever job would hire me right out of school, which was Melton. Did that for 6 months, 5.5 months. And it sucks, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So I did that for 5.5, 6 months. Then I wanted to make a little bit more money and be home because I just got military to be home more. So I switched over to US Express for another 5.5, 6 months to get my minimum, I don't know any place will hire you less, but a minimum of 1 year requirement. So I did live unloads, back-breaking work. It sucked, but it was good money, and I was able to get home more frequently. I did that. So after I put in that 12 months of combined experience, with no accidents, good driving record, and I had a great letter of recommendation, LLC and an EIN number, in good standing with the state that I reside in. I found a company that was willing to take me on. Now, I'm not saying I found the best company, I'm not saying I found a bad company, but bigger companies take more percentages. You see what I'm saying? Bigger companies take 20-25%. Hold on. 20-25% or whatever the case is. So I found a company that, well, my mentor found me a company, excuse me, that only took 12% of the gross. So just to give y'all whatever, if I gross 5,000 on the week, you see what I'm saying? Just to be clear with y'all, if I gross 5,000 on the week, they're only, when everything's said and done, they're only taking $600 of that, and $4,400 come to me. Now, that's the route I took to become an owner operator. I'll break it all down real quick. Acquired a CDL, acquired a LLC and EIN number, put in the appropriate amount of time to go to the carrier, which is like a Lyft, Uber, whomever, but I found a company to partner with. You see what I'm saying? Once I did that, I applied, waited to be accepted, and now I am a small business owner or a business owner. Now, I'm also gonna break down what it's like to be an owner operator and kind of review that a little bit. I love it. I love it because I work for me. I'm self-employed, like everybody's been saying. This video is actually a little late. It's been since like April, since late April. So March, April, May, June. It's going on 4 months now. That ain't no time for real for me to really give you a true like recap of everything. But over these first 4 months, I appreciate it. I greatly enjoy it. That's kind of been me my whole life. I like putting a burden on me that may not be for everybody else. But I will say, as an owner operator, everything is on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm renting a truck, and when it breaks, I still feel obligated because I pretty much am, unless it's mechanical. That's something that's outside of my control. But 9 times out of 10, if anything happens, I want it. You know what I'm saying? Windshield, light bulb, that's basic. Bumper, tires, like I saw in the last video, whatever the case is, I do what I got to do to take care of it, because this is my business. This is me. Right now, I'm a sole proprietor and I'm a sole employee. Like, what is all me? But I like it. I greatly enjoy it. Now, what I would recommend for anybody that is currently driving trucks, that's new to the game, or been doing it for a while, you want to become an owner operator, personally, and this is for my experience, go to a smaller carrier, because it's more hands-on and they do more for you. This is the carrier I'm at. It's pretty medium sized, so they kind of let me do my own thing, but I have my mentor as the big brother on my shoulder to help me out with what I need. You see what I'm saying? But if you go to a smaller carrier, they're more hands-on, or they're more lenient, whichever one you want, but smaller carriers do both. If you go to a bigger carrier, they're gonna be there, they're gonna help you, but they're gonna hold you back as well, because they are looking for work for all X amount of thousands of their owner operators. See what I'm saying? Versus a smaller carrier, it's not that same thing. And I say that like I don't want to throw any names out here, but if it's a cluster of blueberries and y'all all in the same, y'all all in Dallas, Texas, and there's 30 of y'all, because Texas is booming. Now 30 of y'all got to get loads out. You see what I'm saying? So how many of y'all going west, east, north? What we doing? So that would be my only advice to that. But I will say, and I will admit that being an owner operator is great. The route I took is great. I'm appreciative to be here. And if y'all haven't noticed, well, y'all probably can't tell, but this load I'm delivering right now, 2.7 miles away from my crib. That's why I took my hair out. Like, what? This is my go home load. I'm lit. I got to sleep in my own bed last night. So I'm finna go shut it down for like 3 or 4 days. I don't normally shut it down for this long, but we got a birthday coming up, so we gonna knock that out. And I'm finna go home and just relax. I've been out on the road for like 2.5, 3 weeks, so I'm gonna go home for about 3 days and shut it down. And we'll pick back up when I get back on the street, or whenever I get charged this video. If there's any questions I didn't necessarily answer about my route, like I said, feel free to DM me, ask me whatever you need to ask me. I'll put it in the video or respond to you directly if it's not video worthy, like not long enough for a video. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to being a owner-operator, the main thing you have to have is, common sense. This common sense. The second thing you need is ambition. You know what I'm saying? And ambition don't mean you want to take over the world and be the next Swift or Walmart or giant truck company. You got to be whatever you want out of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to give you no, man, keep your head down, woo woo woo, 5 years you made it. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm gonna break down every step of the way. I'm not gonna give you any cliches like the sun will come up tomorrow, just keep grinding. It's gonna suck, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna suck. It's times that you're gonna hate it, it's times that you're gonna be upset, and it's times where it's gonna be great. All we doing is putting in the work. That way we can elongate, you feel me, or stretch out the good times and then diminish or shorten the bad times. Because I mean, that's life. It's ups and it's downs. It's a roller coaster. You feel me? We just trying to build ours up high to where it's so high that we damn near enjoy the fall. You feel me? Because hopefully by elevating, we're elevating our ceiling, but we're also elevating our ground. You see what I'm saying? So when we do drop, it's never the same. You feel me? Like, I can't wait for my son to have different struggles and different problems. And that's the reason that I wanted to build a business and something to leave for him, because our job in breaking generational curses is to change the circumstances. We can't change where we came from, but we can change what we're bringing the next generation into. So I want my son's struggles to go from, man, I really want to work to get a car at 16 to, man, I really want to learn these steps to take over the family business. You see what I'm saying? Or I want his struggles, even if it's basic, to go from, man, I wonder what it's like over there, to I wonder how I can get my friends over here. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can I change the environment for those around me, or change my life? Like, I just want to adapt his struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got it, everybody got it, and everybody's struggle affects them differently. But my goal, my parents got me out. I wasn't, man, I hope I have a place to live. They took care of that, coming from where they came from and then elevating to their stature. So now my goal is to take the torch and continue moving it forward. So when I pass the baton off to my child, or the torch off to my child, his strategy is completely different. You know what I'm saying? His stresses are different. His struggle is different. So that's really all we trying to do here in Respect the Struggle, is change the struggle. Because the struggle is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to change it and modify it. And that's really how I'm coming. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This was just a quick little, this video may not have been that enticing, just how I got to where I at, and then a quick little review of what I had been through. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm finna go home. So if I don't respond to no comments for a couple days, I'm sorry. But I appreciate y'all. Respect the struggle. Stay hungry. Stay dangerous. Stay dedicated. Stay ambitious. And stay the course. Whatever your course is, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody deter you. And that's all I got for you. Peace.
And I just pray that it fall through. They don't even know about the drama. They don't even know about the problems. They don't even know about the chopper. They don't even know about the come up. Gotta spend that on my mama. They don't even know about the mixtape. Niggas be worried about gossip. They don't even know about the struggles you get out the hood when you come from the bottom. But I promise I got them.